All right, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It is me, 8744, and today, guys, we're gonna be talking about some craziness, guys, because this weekend, guys, a lot of the top 5 leagues, we got some interesting news, guys. A lot to discuss, man. A lot to discuss. So there's only one place to start, guys. We have to start with the EPL, which, in my opinion, is the most overrated.
We got upsets. We got.
So
yeah,
man. So let's not waste any further time.
I already know which league you're talking about.
Yeah. We're gonna start. Let's just get this league out of the way. So, when it comes to Premier League, guys, I'm gonna say this right now, guys. This league
may as well start with the big one, right? May as well start with the
Let's start with this one, guys. Nottingham Forest 1, Manchester City 0. Guys, this isn't a shock. If you are surprised with this result, you are.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was about to say as well. At this point, it's like, is this even a shock? I expected.
No, it's not.
I expect. Let's be honest, this was expected. In fact, it's maybe Man City are lucky. It's only 1-0. Forest could have scored more. That's the funniest thing.
Now, I will say I did expect Manchester City to win, but at the same time, though, given how good Nottingham Forest have been this season, I'm not surprised if they won this game. And I think the question for Manchester City is now, are they going to get top 4? Because I am sorry, with all the money you have spent over the last couple of years, to not get Champions League is a disgrace. You know, I know they had a really bad season a few years ago in the 2019-2020 season, which they were awful
second
that season.
And they scored like over 100 goals, I think.
They at least came second. Yeah, they at least came second. Yeah, they still won. This city's worse. This city's worse than that season. And so
that's not even a comparison. I agree.
Yeah, I just think that for Manchester City, man, this defense is just a calamity at the making. I know they signed Nico Gonzalez. Guys, Nico Gonzalez not as good as Rodri. I think we all know this. We know this for a fact. Mm-hmm. And for Manchester City, their attack is just not that great. And yeah, it's just a lot of question marks. And I think for Manchester City, guys, I want to ask you this question. Are they getting top 4 this season? Or top 5?
I think still yes. I think yes.
Okay.
But it's not going to be a top 4 where you're going to be like, oh, wow. I think it's going to be more of a relief top 4 rather than actually be happy, if that makes sense.
So you're saying they'll scrape through? They'll just barely?
Yeah. I don't think they're going to get it comfortable. I think they're going to still get it because I feel like Pep is still going to make something work. And also, not even just because of that, actually. I just think the other teams around them are just not exactly that consistent.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
but I think it's not going to be. But even when if they get top 4, I still feel like it's not going to be a success. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Like that's not a success for City. That's a standard. That's an expectation. That's not a success. Agreed. You know. And for me, even if they win an FA Cup this season and get top 4, I still say it's a bad season because you were so bad in the Premier League, didn't do so well in the Champions League, got out of the Carabao Cup. Yeah, it's been a bad season. So. Yeah, guys, trust me, guys. We're gonna talk about Juventus. We're gonna talk about that, but we're just
early exit in the Champions League, everything like that. I mean, they can still win the FA Cup, but for me, here's the thing: I'm not gonna pretend that this is like you know how Man United fans are like they finished 8th last season, but they won the FA Cup. It was like, I don't care. For me, that's still a bad season. It's still a bad season. Like, okay, a cup run should not, in my opinion, I never feel like a cup run should somehow now turn a bad season into a great season. Unless it's a Champions League. If it's Champions League, then fair enough. But if it's like a domestic cup, I personally feel like if you fail in the league and in the Champions League or in a European competition, I think it's a failure. That's my thinking, though.
Yeah, I agree. Guys, like and subscribe. So, guys, let's talk about Nottingham Forest.
I still think this has been a disaster.
Okay, so, guys, let's talk about Nottingham Forest, guys. Are they getting top 4, guys? Because, I'm going to be honest with you, I doubted them. And I'm still not sure.
I don't think so. They will get Europe. They will get Europe.
Yeah, they're gonna get European football.
Although to be honest, they don't even have to get top 4 theoretically because England is gonna get the 5th place, right? So
yeah, most likely. So
Champions League for them. I've said it 2-3 months ago when they're in this position. They're good enough to get Champions League. Like let's not kid ourselves. They're better than They're better than Arsenal. They were a lot more fun to watch than Arsenal. And I know Arsenal is probably going to finish above Forest by the end, but Forest are more than good enough to finish above practically everyone else except Liverpool, I would say. And even then, they are the only team that gone unbeaten against Liverpool this season.
Yeah, that's true.
that's part of the reason why I think they deserve to get into the Champions League by the end of the season, and I've always said they will. Even us Newcastle, we did the double over them, but Forest over the course of the season have been better than a lot of teams below them, and that's why I've said 2, 3 or so months ago, Forest will get top 4 or Champions League top 4 or 5, wherever it is. They will play in the Champions League next season. That I'm not even a Forest fan like Mark Goldbridge. So yeah, they will play. And look, you even look at the home form of Forest against the quote unquote big teams or whatever. Last season's top 4, they beat Villa at home. They beat Man City at home. They drew with Liverpool, but beat Liverpool away. They drew with Arsenal, but probably should have beaten Arsenal a couple of weeks back or so. So this Forest team is more than good enough. Whether what happens next season, that for now, don't care. This season,
yeah, they do. Yeah, I think Forest. See, the thing is, I think they'll fall very short. But honestly, they could do it. They have what it takes. I think that if they're going to fall short, it'll be like 1 or 2 points.
I mean, compared to the other challenges, they just beat Man City. Come on, you can't say Chelsea are going to finish above them. Forest would destroy Chelsea. They would.
Yeah, I don't think Chelsea's finishing above Forest. I agree. I think Forest have been more consistent this season than Chelsea.
Yeah, same thing towards Villa. Same thing towards one of Brighton or Fulham or Bournemouth or Newcastle. Forest will get Champions League, whether that's 3rd, 4th, 5th, whatever. As long as it's Champions League for them, good for them. And who knows? I think they have a good chance of winning the FA Cup as well, which they're still in it. So
yeah, that's true.
I think this could be a good season for them.
Yeah, I think they're going to get at least Europa League. At least Europa League.
Yeah, but come on, you're Nottingham Forest, 2-time Champions League or European Cup winners. You gotta go back to what you are known for. So look, they have.
I'll put it this way:
above them, they should be getting Champions League under this.
I'll put it this way: I think it's going to be between the. I think it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's going to be between them and Chelsea. I'm going to give the Chelsea a slight edge, but I'm not confident. Maybe like 1%. Honestly, it's tough because honestly, I'm not sure.
What about Bournemouth? What are we talking about Bournemouth? What are we saying about Bournemouth?
Bournemouth could also do 2 as well. Yeah. Okay. So Brighton, man.
Can I make a hot take?
Wait, let's talk about Bournemouth when we get there. Let's just go in the order.
Yeah. Right, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So Brighton got a big win against Fulham at home. They did come from behind victory. I think with Brighton is that they're not really consistent. They'll get wins here and there, and then they'll lose unexpectedly, So, but yeah, for Brighton, it's a good win though. Good win from a losing position. Yeah. On the Palace won, Ipswich 0. Yeah, Palace got the win. Not really much to say. Ipswich are horrible. They're gonna get relegated. So, yeah.
Yeah. And yet they still
That's crazy. Liverpool 3, Southampton 1. Now, guys, Southampton. Guys, there was a situation where Southampton was leading at Anfield. And I was like to myself, no, this can't happen. I knew Liverpool would come from behind, obviously. But obviously, it was a bit of a calamity there and mistakes, Obviously, Alisson and Van Dijk both made the mistakes there. Both at fault for the goal, and then Liverpool didn't come back. Now, I want to ask you guys this question. I'm asking the 10 in particular. Do you think Darwin Núñez should have been sent off this game?
Yeah.
I see an argument for both sides, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I don't think it was that clear. I feel like one referee probably sends him off, another does not.
Yeah.
I don't think this is. I don't know. I just think that the thing is, I don't know the rules anymore regarding this. Because sometimes I see those calls being called as a red. I see them sometimes not being called as a red instead as a yellow. I personally, I'm not a Liverpool fan, or I'm not a Southampton, or I'm not a Premier League fan, so this doesn't really affect me that much. But I personally think that the referee shouldn't get that scrutinized for this decision, because I like it's a bit of a 50-50. I don't know. I don't know. I can see an argument for both sides. I don't think this was like that, point blank challenge or a point blank, violation of any rules that, warrants a sending off, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, then Salah got the 2 pens there, guys. Darwin Núñez had a good game. A Salah, man. I have actually stat for you guys. Salah is just one goal away from being the top non-English player in the Premier League, the highest goal scorer ever. So Salah is on that record. Maybe
he's not
yeah. Maybe we'll have this debate at the end of the season, guys. Salah versus Henry. Maybe we'll have that debate. But I'm going to wait until the end of the season because people are saying that we might have to have a conflict because Salah's been having an incredible season. Because I'm going to say this right now, guys. I think it's Salah's second best season. I think, obviously, 17-18 was better.
For me, okay. But I think for me, for Salah, I think, yeah, that makes sense. Although I will say, though, as a player, just keep this in mind. As a player, I think the 17-18, 18-19, and 19-20 for me, as a player, I think Salah's better as a player. He was also younger, much more fresher. Now, in terms of influence, it's this one because I'm not saying Salah was not influential. Of course he was. But I feel like around that time, you could even argue maybe even Sadio Mane was on his level. And maybe sometimes, actually, for me, I'm a believer that Mane at times is better than Salah. Like, we remember that night. I know AD doesn't want to talk about it, but we remember that night, Barcelona-Liverpool, Salah was injured, right? Liverpool still got it done.
Yeah.
Would that happen now? Would something happen like that happen now? I don't see it happening, right? In that kind of a match.
Yeah, and Liverpool's supporting cast isn't as good as the previous one. I'm sorry, I'm taking Mane over Diaz. I'm taking Firmino over Nunes and Jota.
It's not even just that you had prime Ronaldo, you had prime Henderson was still. I know people talk about Henderson, but people forget he was actually a good player back then. You had Van Dijk at his prime. Van Dijk's still good.
Robertson has prime nowadays. Robertson nowadays.
Prime Robertson. Alisson in his prime. I mean, that team was just way better than this team. And that's it. But for me, this is why I agree with your take. I think Salah now is a bit more influential, but it's not more so because, I mean, he's a great player. He's probably deserves to win the Ballon d'Or, but it's not so more so because of him specifically. I just think that this Liverpool team is just, the supporting cast is not as strong as it used to be a few years ago, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think this is really impressive what Salah's doing this season, and it's incredible, and I think it's been phenomenal. Are you surprised at how good he's been this season? I didn't expect. I knew he was going to be good, obviously, but I didn't expect.
I expected it, especially the thing is though. In a way, it's it's a contract year. He does want to stay at Liverpool, and honestly, if I'm Liverpool, bro, just give him the money, bro. Just stop messing around. Just pay him what he wants. Stop just messing around. Stop messing around.
And are you surprised at how good he's been this season?
No, because everyone expects Salah to be really good. I mean, if anyone plays fantasy football, he's actually now holds the new record, which he broke his own record, I believe. But I mean, obviously next week he's going to win a trophy. Obviously, I'm not going to kid myself thinking that my club will win.
Well, let's say Liverpool are the favorites. Let's say they're the favorites. Let's put it this way.
They're winning
right.
it. They're beating us. I'll probably join the stream. I'll join the stream next week if I'm free. But because if let's just say if we do win, I'm probably going out and partying. But if we lose, I'll come on and destroy the Newcastle team for another trophy loss. But yeah, I'm not surprised.
But the thing is, you're expecting Liverpool to win, though. Why would you destroy them? I mean,
Liverpool is going to beat us next week. But look, if a team like Southampton could take a 1-0 lead, I'm not saying Newcastle is bad as Southampton, but if Southampton could do that, at least we can do something next week.
Yeah, put up a fight, man. Put up a fight.
Yeah. I swear to God. I know Liverpool are probably going to beat us, but I swear to God, if that Newcastle team, because we don't play this weekend, we play tomorrow. If I see that when we lost 4-0 to Man City and it happens in that cup final, oh God!
I think if you lose 1-0, let's say, or a 2-1, it's a hard-fought loss. I think that's you can say, you know what, expected, fair enough.
But if we bend over,
if you get destroyed, then I'm sorry, but whatever team you are, if you get destroyed in a final, it just feels like the whole way going there is just pointless. That's what it really feels.
So I'll see next week. But going back on Salah, look, he's going to win at least 2 trophies this season. The first will be next week.
Premier League. Yeah. And guys, the title race is done, by the way. If anyone thinks the title race is still on, you're stupid.
The title race has been
60
done
points.
since like, I don't know, September, when Arsenal failed to beat Newcastle and or Bournemouth.
No, I would say the title race was done since I think probably this year. I think that's when it was over. Yeah, maybe like February or something. I don't know, but yeah, I mean it's
Arsenal never coming back.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah, for Liverpool, as I said, man, great win for them, and yeah, a good win for them, man. Next up is Brentford 0, Aston Villa 1. Aston Villa gets a big win on the road against Brentford. I'm a bit surprised. Brentford is especially good at home, so Aston Villa got a big win on the road. Ollie Watkins with the winner there. So, yeah, Aston Villa, man, if they could get back-to-back top 4 places, that'll be really impressive. But I don't think they're going to do it. Right?
The thing is, I'm
this
gonna be
team
real
is
though.
not
I
as
think
good.
Villa have accepted kind of I think that their season, especially in the league, is compromised now. I think they're now going to put all their eggs into the Champions League and try to go as far as possible. I think that's
Yeah.
Especially now that they're 1 up.
Yeah. Wolves won. Wolves won. Everton won. A decent game. Relegation battle, I suppose you could say.
1-1. Not really much to say though. Like, except the fact that Moyes is still unbeaten, I guess.
Moyes is still unbeaten, man. Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, not really much to write home about, really.
Yeah. That Chelsea won Leicester.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Remember when Leicester won the league in 2016? The downfall is insane. It's actually crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or even winning the FA Cup.
Yeah, but obviously, what Leicester are mainly known for is the league win. That was like.
Oh yeah.
But I would take what Leicester fans experienced in the past 10 years.
Honestly, if I was like a small club fan, like a Leicester fan, and if someone told me, would you, for a league title, you win a league title, but then a few years later you get relegated, would you take it? I'm saying yes. Screw it.
Yes.
I'm taking it, absolutely.
I've seen Newcastle get relegated.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, the fact, look, going on Leicester, look, at least it wasn't like a 5-0 loss to Chelsea. That would have been embarrassing. Cole Palmer
finally misses a penalty, kind of like Hakan.
Yes.
Whereas against Napoli, both of them, were on this penalty streak.
Guys, wait. Is this the first time he missed a penalty?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
ultimately,
it didn't really matter in this sort of game. But yeah, Cole Palmer in 2025 isn't the main guy at the moment, or at least the clutch guy.
I think their expectations are a bit too high.
Yeah,
I still feel like Cole Palmer is Chelsea's best player.
Oh yeah, obviously.
But the issue is that
I'll say though.
Mm-hmm.
But the issue for Chelsea is just that I just feel like they really need Palmer to deliver, because if Palmer isn't delivering, who's else going to consistently score goals? Because I'm sorry, Neto isn't consistent, Nkunku isn't consistent, Sancho isn't consistent.
Yeah. I mean, the problem with Chelsea has always been a center forward.
Consistency. Yeah, center forward.
Yeah. I mean, Nicholas Jackson's out till I think sometime in April, and they play Arsenal next. But yeah, I think Chelsea are good to maybe get Champions League, but that's not really the aim of Chelsea. The aim of Chelsea was always winning the Prem, and this time it's winning the Conference League. Being the first English club to complete the set. Whether they'll do that or not, because they play Anthony in the final. I'm just saying. So yeah.
Well, we'll see. But for Chelsea, as I said, man, they have to get top 4. They have to get Champions League. With that money you spend, especially how long you've been in the top 4, to not get top 4 would be embarrassing. Do you guys agree with me, or no? You don't agree?
I mean,
if they don't get top 4, I think that Chelsea fans, if I was a Chelsea fan, I would protest. Honestly.
Speaking of protests, I actually did a protest 3 weeks ago. I don't know if you know this, Doodle.
Inter have done this as well. Oh wait, Chelsea have done it?
Yeah. Chelsea actually did it a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I thought you were going to talk about Milan's protest.
Yeah. Like the thing. Yes. Yeah, Chelsea have to get Champions League. You have to get Champions League and Conference League. You have to win the trophy. Like, that would be a great season.
Yeah,
the thing is, though,
2008 Anthony. Don't worry.
for Chelsea, as I said, man, let's see if they can get top 4. And like I said, if you're barely beating Leicester, that's really bad. That's really sad. All right, moving on to Tottenham 2, Bournemouth 2. Tottenham, man, they come from behind a 2-2 draw against Bournemouth.
Escape with a point.
Yeah, Tottenham, man. They're very lucky because honestly, Kepa, they have to thank Kepa. Basically, Kepa gave them the point.
Well, no surprise.
Honestly, let's be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Bournemouth should have won, in my opinion. Bournemouth was a better team, honestly.
Bournemouth, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, Spurs for me are not. I think this further reaffirms that Spurs are not going to win the Europa League. I think we need to. That's not.
I mean, they're already behind in the first leg, and the Spurs
that's true.
They're not confident. At least the real Tottenham fans that actually have standards, they know they're not making past AZ Alkmaar. Even if they did, they're probably going to get knocked out by Frankfurt. I believe they will be. So yeah. As for Bournemouth,
okay, well.
How I would call the sexual fantasization of Bournemouth, AFC Bournemouth, like the amount of hipsters that are twerking for Bournemouth, they've now been winless in the league in 3 games. 3 games winless. Also, the 2-0 lead to Spurs, that's more Spurs than Spurs, you know? So, look, this is kind of why I've never said, oh, Bournemouth, oh my God, they're going to get Champions League because they have the most sexy football and all that. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, that's the hot take I wanted to make. I thought I wanted to say that Bournemouth, in my opinion, play a more appealing football to watch than Forest. But Forest are definitely playing a bit more result-based football that makes them a bit more consistent. And at the end of the day, I had this debate with Vic a few days ago, but even he said that at the end of the day, result always comes before playing style, and it does. As much as you might want to say, it always does. It's just gonna always do it.
Yeah. And look, Bournemouth are just
for Spurs, man, as I said, man. Yeah, Spurs, man. They're still unbeaten in the last 5 games, but they're still they're still in the bottom half. Which is still bad,
unbeaten in the last 5. What do you mean? Well,
sorry, last 4.
Unbeaten in 1. Unbeaten in 1.
Last 4 games. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I mean.
Yeah.
The Spurs, they're not getting Europe again. Second time in 3 years. And there are still Spurs fans that want to give more money to Daniel Levy. So,
guys, okay, I want to ask you this question before we move to the next game. Is Ange Postecoglou? Do you guys think he deserves to get sacked, or you just think it's Daniel Levy text?
Yes, that's not even a debate.
This is probably one of the worst Tottenham.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna take it further. If they don't get through AZ Alkmaar, he should be sacked after the game. And I'm not even saying
I agree.
He should be sacked after the game.
Yeah, I agree.
If they don't get through AZ Alkmaar,
I don't mind keeping Ange just because, why not? I don't really know about it.
Yeah.
I don't. As a Newcastle fan, I know we're a bit shit right now, but I actually don't even worry about Man United or Tottenham this season, like at all. Like, I actually
okay. Objectively speaking, he should be sacked, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean,
as I said, if he loses to AZ Alkmaar, he should be sacked after the game.
Apparently, he wins in the second season, mate. He always does.
Okay, he wanted to.
Well, let's see.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll say this though. It depends. As soon as you get knocked out of the Europa League, he should be sacked.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. If he loses to AZ Alkmaar, he's sacked.
Okay, so I think for Thomas has said, man, all the eggs in the Europa League basket. Same with Manchester United in this game because Manchester United actually put up a good game, guys. And I told you guys before, guys, what Manchester United, as garbage as they are and horrendous as they are, guys, they're actually good at big games. You might be finding that crazy to believe because United in big games.
The only big game. I mean, this season they lost at home against Liverpool. That was bad. The 3-0. That was bad. They lost against Arsenal 2-0. That was pretty rough. They what else? They lost at home to Spurs and away to Spurs. Okay, that's bad. But they beat City. They drew to Liverpool at Anfield, and they drew here. I think what? I think this is an explanation. Manchester United really remind me a lot of like Inter and Milan in mid-2010s because ironically, especially Inter, you know what we actually had? We actually, when we were awful, garbage, we actually used to get points off of Juve even at their best. Like we never actually got thrashed by them. Even at it's called pride. It's just about pride. It's about having pride. Like, come on.
Yes. Yeah. And I think the thing with Manchester United is that when they're the superior team, like they don't do as well. because they have to
But when they're the
when they're
inferior
underdogs,
team, they have a bit more, urge into them.
Yeah,
But
because
that's not how
think
Manchester United should be. That's the thing. That's not how they should be. That's like they're playing like in that case, a mid-table team, and I mean they are now. But
that's the crazy because Manchester United actually were good in this game, guys. Because that first half, man, Manchester United.
Højlund is awful.
Free kick.
Really bad.
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes, man. Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what's up with Bruno because the guy has been balling out with free kicks recently. He's not had a good season, but his free kicks been really good.
Yeah, but apparently the wall was 11 steps behind the ball, not 10.
Yeah.
That's why I heard that's the excuse. And then Arteta decides he's going to leave the interview.
Yeah. And guys, Rice scored a great goal there. Fantastic goal there from Declan Rice. And guys, Man United almost won at the end, guys. Ryan made some big saves right at the end. Let me see if I can show you guys right here. Where is it? Let me see if I can show you guys. 90
Arsenal, I think. Arsenal were pretty disappointing.
Arsenal, man. You should be winning this game. You should be winning this game. The fact you can't beat a United team on the road. That's been really bad. It speaks how bad Arsenal have been this season.
Really bad United with Old Trafford. Brighton have as well. Ipswich scored more than Arsenal.
Bournemouth.
Mm-hmm.
We could put 5 past Man United when we play them on New Year's Eve.
Newcastle
Newcastle also did. That's the crazy thing with United is that United is Arsenal. This is why Arsenal, man. It's just that you have to buy a striker. And it goes back to Arteta, man.
Wait. What do you mean? Mikel Merino is the solution. That's what I heard. He is the solution.
Yeah. And so Arsenal, the fact you didn't make any January signings is going to cost you. And I'm sorry, basically for Arsenal, everything rests upon the Champions League. And with all due respect, I'm pretty sure you're not going to win the Champions League. And if you somehow do, I'll make an apology for it at the end of the season. If they somehow do, I'll make an apology.
No, you don't need to You don't need to make a thumbnail from it because you'll probably get knocked out by whichever team makes it.
Yeah.
So my thing is that I just think for Arsenal, man. That PSG win, it was just one game. Just be relaxed, And so I just think for Arsenal, man, it's just really bad for them. Defensively, they're good, but their attack is horrendous. And for United, as I said, man, where would this team be without Bruno Fernandes and Amad Diallo? Because basically, these two players have been saving this team. Without these two players, United would be in a relegation battle. So, and Amad Diallo's out for the season. So, yeah. And now if Bruno gets out for the season, United is officially done. So,
I mean, they've been done for.
No. But there's no way they can win the Europa League because United can still win the Europa League, guys. They can still do it. I wouldn't be surprised.
We'll see on Thursday, but yeah, they probably will because we'll talk about Sociedad later.
Yeah. So, like I said, man, for Højlund, man, that guy is awful. That guy is a garbage player. Or it's crazy because last season he was actually good. This season, I don't know what's happening.
He wasn't even that good at Atalanta. That's the thing. So people can say it's Serie A tax because he scored less in Serie A than he has in Premier League. So people can say Serie A tax. It doesn't apply. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. Let me look at some comments, guys. For a sec, bro, they'll get UCL and Callum Hudson-Odoi both beat Liverpool and Man City by same scoreline, of course. Juve are just. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about them together. Shout out Hudson-Odoi. I think our force will get top 4 and qualify for UCL. Same. Krishna says, "What's up, AD? Thank you for joining." Hate from Germany. Okay, we're just gonna move, I guess. Bright or unpredictable. Ipswich are bad, to be honest. I agree. Bournemouth, the only team that could beat Nottingham to top 4, in my opinion. Chelsea ain't it.
Come on.
I'm gonna say Chelsea. It's gonna be either Chelsea or Forest, in my opinion.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be Forest.
So.
It's going to be Forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, it might be both because top 5, so it might be both. So, Chelsea, you're lucky that it got expanded. You're very lucky, very lucky, very very lucky.
It's only
I feel like Liverpool already won the league. Yeah, it's pretty much done. We're now playing mathematic games. I think Liverpool, they just need 16 points to officially clinch the title. So they need basically 6 wins to essentially clinch it.
Yeah, so, they're gonna. It's not even just and 6 wins, assuming Arsenal win. By the way, so if Arsenal draw points more, it might decrease to 5.
And guys, let me also do. I don't think Arsenal gonna win all the remaining games. I'm gonna be honest with you. This team I see right here, they're gonna draw points. They're gonna win game. They'll draw points.
Have to play this team is consistent.
And they still have to play Newcastle.
I mean, do you guys agree with me? This Arsenal team is not consistent.
Yeah, they're not.
I mean,
he scored 7 goals in one game, and the next game he scored 1. That's like the definition of inconsistent, bro.
yeah.
I'm not expecting you to score 7 goals every game. Come on.
At least win.
Okay, league is
That's
done.
3-4.
Yeah, so the Arteta won the bid. Arteta, man. Arteta, just admit this, bro. Like, league is done. You just be like Tuchel. Remember
Bro,
last
someone
season, Tuchel said
actually
the league is done?
a commentator asked him, "Is the league done?" And he was like, "Oh," he just like cried. He basically just walked out.
Yeah. Apparently, it was the ball this time, but it was actually the wall.
Over his dead body. Low. Okay, I actually have to ask you guys. What do you guys think this is a sackable offense if Arteta doesn't win the league? He doesn't win a trophy this season.
Of course. How many years has it been done? How many have they spent?
At the start of 2020. He was there before COVID.
5 years.
He's been there before COVID.
2019. This is 6th year. 6th year.
And guys, you know, this might be a very unpopular take, guys. I think Unai Emery might have done a more impressive by getting Arsenal to Europa League final.
Probably would have won it. Probably. I mean, he did knock Arsenal out in 2021 of Villarreal. I mean,
so yeah, that's true. And let's be real, the only credit Arteta has is the FA Cup, and let's be real, that FA Cup is really Aubameyang. Aubameyang pretty much did that. I know he got Arsenal in top 4 eventually, but man, like, I feel like with the amount of investment you made, of course you're gonna make top 4 at that one point. So, yeah.
I mean, Forest have made so much investments, gone points deductions, they're getting top 4. So, it's going. Arsenal and possibly Forest are going to achieve the exact same thing.
But this is a final nail in the coffin. I feel like if they'll still get European competition, yeah, they could probably get Conference or Europa League. Yeah. Palmer can't even score against Leicester. He's beyond finished. Yeah, Palmer, man. See, the thing is, like, people are going crazy. Like, people actually said Palmer's the best player in the league. I'm still looking at a certain Nigerian. I won't name his name, but he actually said that, which was crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. He is a good player. Like, he is good. He deserves a grace period. But how long are we going to give this grace period for? Because
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real though. Was Palmer better under Pochettino than under Maresca? The system-wise,
I would say so. I'm gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna agree with you. Actually, I think he's been better under.
Actually, I think so as well. I know Pochettino wasn't great, but in terms of like there's always something about managers, right? Even if they're not great, they are able. Some managers, even the bad ones, quote unquote bad ones, are able to get the best out of certain players.
Yeah, like
I think that was the thing. Pochettino kind of built the system around Palmer, and yeah, obviously they weren't consistent. They didn't get top 4 or anything, but at the same time, it felt like at least Palmer was like balling out. And then you saw when they didn't have Palmer. I'm not saying it would have changed the result, but the 5-0 against Arsenal, if anyone remembers that kind of happened. So I'm not saying Pochettino is a good coach or should have been kept, but I definitely think that I think that Maresca's system kind of hinders Palmer's play.
Yeah, Xerxes has been good actually. I think the best United players have been this season, or I'd say Amadio's probably best. I'd say probably Miles Roy second.
The bar is insanely low. The bar is crazy low.
Yeah, I think it's only Diallo and then Diallo and Ahmed. Sorry, Diallo and Mazraoui, and then there's like a huge gap. And then everyone else is like just there. I guess I'll probably say Bruno third, and maybe Xerxes, and then I'm not going to write the rest, but you get the point.
Xerxes is not a striker that you're going to. Xerxes, even at Bologna, he wasn't this like out and out goal scorer. He's more of a false 9.
But yeah, I do think he's better than Højlund. He's better than Højlund. Do you agree?
Yeah, no. As a footballer and everything, yeah.
I mean,
goal scoring wise, they're not great either, but Xerxes is at least more technical. Xerxes
great first half season. Yeah, I can't say the same because he makes stupid decisions.
But I think if Man United want to get the best out of Xerxes, they need to pair Xerxes with another like actual number 9. That's my opinion.
Yeah. All right, let's just talk about this real game. We're gonna quickly preview this. I'm gonna say for this game,
we're losing.
I'm gonna say a draw. I'll say draw.
Oh my god, no, we're losing. Come on, we're gonna lose. We lost to them at home 2-0 earlier in the season. Like, come on.
Okay, we did take a draw.
No, I would take look. I say we have to win, just so that we have a chance of Champions League now. But which I think we still will. But what do you call this? Come on,
you should win, right?
Yeah, of course we should win. But
how good is West Ham?
Oh my jeez, we're 16th.
Yeah,
jeez,
exactly.
Yeah.
But
oh my jeez,
for us, I mean, I will be honest. I do not mind losing 10-0 to West Ham if it means that next week we get a trophy.
guys, let's move.
That's
okay, guys.
I would.
All right, guys. Let's move on to one of the best title races in the world. Let's move on to an actual good title race, not that fake one who we talking about. So La Liga, guys. Now, obviously, La Liga is a bit difficult to discuss because obviously we have some big news. I'm going to get to that in a bit. And yeah, so Celta Vigo 2, Leganes 1. Yeah, good result for Celta Vigo. Leganes aren't really that great, so yeah. But that Deportivo team, Alaves 1, Villarreal 0. This is a shock. I did not see this coming, man. I did not see this coming.
Big win for Alaves. I think that I'm not sure if I have to look at the table again, but that actually got them out of the relegation zone before Valencia won, I believe.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Or they're with like the relegation battles. Even the relegation battle is better than the Premier League relegation battle. The relegation battle of Premier League is pretty straightforward, right? It's all the newly promoted teams. Here, it's actually interesting, except Valladolid.
Same. So, speaking of Valladolid, Valencia are gonna stay up again, aren't they? They're gonna scumbag their way again, aren't they?
Yeah, but they actually
Valencia's right.
In the new year, 2025, the only teams they've lost to are the teams in the title race. They've been unbeaten against everyone else that's not in the title race.
You know what's funny? That's kind of, you know what's ironic? That's kind of how Valencia have always been, though. Yeah. But they used to be like actually competitors. Now it's like completely opposite. But that's kind of how they are. I guess they still maintain that.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. And then obviously, the Valencia beat Real Valladolid as was made. The Barca Barca was also sort of got postponed. Obviously. The doctor passed away. So guys, let's give like a moment of silence, guys. Let's give like a 10 seconds moment of silence. So yeah, it's very tragic news, and hopefully we'll see when the game gets played. I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to play the game until like after the Copa del Rey. Yeah, after the Copa del Rey semifinals, maybe. I think that's where we have a break. I don't know. Honestly, the schedule is pretty congested. Maybe the Copa del Rey final weekend if we don't make the Copa del Rey.
If you don't make it, otherwise.
We'll see. Yeah. Well, we'll see when the game gets played, guys. It'll be played, probably midweek. It'll probably be played at midweek. So, yeah. Yeah. And now we talk about this one, guys. We have an upset here, guys. Getafe 2, Atletico Madrid 1. Now, I'm going to say this right now. This shouldn't be a big surprise. This should be a minor surprise. This should be it's a shock, but it's not a big shock. Let's put it this way.
For the Prime merchants, this is a shock.
Yeah.
It's a shock.
Because, guys, Getafe away, guys. Getafe away, guys, is very difficult to play. They're very defensive. They don't give you a lot of space. They're very physical. They like to foul for the sake of
they're very, very annoying. They rattle you so hard. They're kind of like mini Atleti.
Mini Atleti.
Like, that's actually crazy, guys. And you know what's a crazy thing, guys? Getafe haven't been Atletico Madrid La Liga since 2011. This is actually the first time since 2011. And Atletico Madrid, man, they took the lead there. Sorloth got the penalty there in the second half. And they was like, okay, cruise control. Atletico Madrid's going to win this now. Then comes the red card. Now, was this a straight red, guys?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It was pretty malicious.
Yeah.
Very malicious. You can't do that, bro.
Yeah. It was a dangerous tackle. Red card was given, and that definitely changed the game because right after the red card was given, Rabari scores a goal there, a set piece there, 88th minute to make it 1-1. They was okay. Atletico Madrid are still looking good. Maybe could get a draw. Draws are good, but we can at least walk out of here with a draw. Rabari scored a few minutes later, the last minute winner, 92nd minute. And yeah, I just think that for Getafe, man, the red card definitely did change the game because had the red card not been given, we could have had a very different game. So for Atletico Madrid, guys, I think they're kind of crumbling this year. They have not looked as good as last year.
I feel like they're kind of having a hangover from that Madrid derby.
Yeah. Or I mean, probably saving their energy for Wednesday against them. I don't.
Yeah, that's true because
I don't think it's over.
Because
it's not over.
Yeah, that's how it's not over.
It's in the Metropolitano.
Because guys, remember last year, I know Dude doesn't want to hear this. Cadiz beat Atletico Madrid 2-0.
Yeah, I know.
The following game, they
beat. Don't compare us to Real Madrid, though. Do not compare us to Real Madrid. They can do the nerves better than us.
No. But what I'm saying is that they had a shock defeat, and then later in that week they knocked out a heavy team. So It wouldn't surprise me that Atletico Madrid beat Real Madrid. So that's the type of team Atletico Madrid is. Like they lose when you don't expect them to, and they win when you don't expect them to win. So
Yeah.
I just think it's interesting. And so for Atletico Madrid,
Speaking
man,
of Madrid, though.
Yeah, Atletico Madrid, man. Are you guys kind of worried about their form this year? Because I'm kind of a little bit worried because they have not looked as good as last year. Or do you think it's just a few games, or maybe
it's just Atleti being Atleti, though? Let's be honest. It's just Atleti being Atleti.
Am I overreacting here?
Yes.
Yeah, no, they're still good. They're still good.
They're still going to be race by May and all that. Like,
to be fair, it's still okay.
They play Barca next.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And play Barca again next as well in the cup.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
They're playing against Real Madrid on Wednesday and then against Barcelona, I think, on Saturday.
Wow, that's a gauntlet.
Both
that's Sunday, I believe.
It could be probably the biggest week they've had, especially in Real Madrid in a Champions League since the 50s. So
yeah. Real Madrid too. Rob Alcano, guys. And Vinicius finally scores. He's been getting a lot of criticism.
What a goal also. Good goal also. Very good goal.
Yeah, Vinicius scored a banger goal, and Mbappe scored as well. And for Real Madrid, as I said, they got the win, but it wasn't as convincing as I thought it would be. Rayo Vallecano is obviously a good team. But that second half performance wasn't great. I mean, just look at this right here, guys. It didn't have a single shot on target in the second half. And I heard something when I was looking at my timeline. The Real Madrid fans were booing the team at the end of full time.
Makes sense. That's the standards there. That's the thing there, though. They don't care. They're pretty much telling them, like, hey, this ain't good enough. Do better against Atleti.
Yeah.
So, and Rayo Vallecano, man, what a goal that was as well. So, for Real Madrid, as I said, guys, it's going to be interesting to see how the season pans out. Because for Real Madrid, as I said this at the beginning of the season, guys, they were expected to win La Liga. They were expected to win La Liga at the beginning of the season. And I don't want to hear people say, "Oh no, they weren't." No, they were.
No, they were. Forget about it. We were hearing people say the world should be ready, the world should be afraid, and everything.
Yeah,
forget about La Liga. The world should be afraid.
So
no, I'm sorry. There's no way, in any shape or form, am I ever not expecting like pretty much everything from a team involving Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, Rodrigo, and Co. I'm sorry, ever. No way.
Yes, I agree. And so for Real Madrid, as I said, man, this season is going to be very interesting because if they don't win La Liga or the Champions League, we're going to have an interesting convo. Just saying, we're going to have to have an interesting convo if that happens. So,
Carlos going to leave anyway.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. But for Real Madrid, said they got the win. And that Atletico Madrid game is going to be a game we should definitely look out for. Who are they playing next to La Liga, by the way? Let me just actually check.
Villarreal away.
Ooh, that could be a tricky game. That's a game. That's going to be an interesting game, guys. That could be a tricky game, guys. Could be. Because Real Madrid.
You'll watch along for that. Actually.
Yeah, that's definitely one I would definitely keep an eye upon. But yeah. Rayo Vallecano, man. They're always, and guys, what's interesting, guys? The last time Real Madrid defeated Rayo Vallecano in the league was in 2023. The last 4 games have ended in draws. Last 3 games, sorry. So Real Madrid are finally to beat them. Yeah.
I swear they beat them 10-2 or something once.
Oh, that was
no, but like
years ago. Like,
no, but I mean the last
I'm just saying it's kind of funny.
2023. 2023 was the last time they won a game.
Crazy.
So
yeah.
Athletic Club Mallorca won. Back and forth game. Nico Williams finally scored. Nico Williams is finally delivering, man. Finally getting a goal. I hope we could deliver in the game against Roma, but yeah, I just thinking for Nico Williams, what is up with him this season? Like 10. Actually, I'm gonna hit your 10 actually on this. Have you been surprised at how underwhelming he's been this season?
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess I've said this in a couple other shows or wherever I've been on. I've said maybe it might have to do with the transfer speculation. I think I'm not going to say his head is fully turned on most likely Barcelona. But I will say I think it's just been very underwhelming. But the fact that Athletic Club are most likely going to get Champions League as far as we know, the fact that they're going to get Champions League football, but with Nico probably being very underwhelming for the majority of the season is actually quite impressive, because I still think Nico is probably the best player in terms of like just talent wise, obviously this season, no. But I think I'm not going to be surprised if he leaves by the end of the season to likely Barcelona, which is probably part of the reason why it feels like his head has turned to another club. But we'll see how the season pans out with Athletic.
Yeah, I also feel like he wasn't ever that amazing. I feel like people just thought, oh, he was this good after the Euros. And it usually happens, guys. Usually when players ball out the Euros when you don't expect them to, they're usually not that great. Usually. So I mean, obviously still a great player. Yeah, I mean, obviously still a great player, but I don't think he was ever like that amazing, Like I just think people are a bit true reaction. It always happens after international tournaments, So but yeah. Let's move to the next one. Real Betis won, Las Palmas 0, and Real Betis, man, they still keep their unbeaten streak with Anthony alive, which is so crazy.
The goat.
Oh wait, no, they lost. Oh wait. Oh yeah, they lost to Celta Vigo, right? Oh yeah, sorry, they lost to Celta Vigo.
Still, only loss. And even then, that's in that game.
Yeah, Anthony, man, he's really been a huge part of this team, and Isco actually missed a penalty in this game, which is interesting because he actually scored against Madrid, so he actually missed a penalty here, which is
but it was like the last minute because I didn't watch long for it. Last minute, it didn't really matter by the end of it, but the GOAT delivering in the GOAT watch long I did, and Betis could potentially, based on the form right now. You never know. They could get Champions League football with Anthony.
Wow. Actually,
the thing is for that, La Liga, I don't know. I still think for that, Athletic Bilbao would have to split up a lot.
No. I mean, like, the Champions League spots, it's...
I don't know if La Liga...
it's going to be top 5.
It seems like La Liga gets the 5th spot and not Serie A.
Yeah.
So
well, let's see, though. Let's see.
Maybe.
Real and Betis, as far as I've seen so far. But look, the GOAT delivering GOAT things, I'm not even that surprised. Successful GOAT.
Yeah. And the Sevilla, man. Real Sociedad, man. They're so inconsistent, man. This is a problem I have with Real Sociedad. They play such good football, but they just can't convert their chances. It's such an annoying thing with Real Sociedad because they actually are a good team, guys. But they're just not good in front of goal, guys. And for Sociedad, guys, look at where they are at the table. They are 11th.
How?
I mean, they've been good for the whole year. 13 losses. They have more losses than Leganes and Valencia and Espanyol. So
that's actually sad. Yeah, that's really bad, man.
Not really that surprised, really. I think they've always been that type of underwhelming team. Sociedad. That's what I think. But I mean, they'll probably beat Man United, probably.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. We'll see, man. We'll see. But man, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, guys. Interesting. And obviously, Espanyol Girona is going to take place tomorrow, guys. Hopefully, Girona can get a result. I'm going to say draw for that game, unfortunately.
I mean, they're both from Catalonia, so it doesn't really matter.
It's a derby.
Yeah.
It's
actually the biggest derby in Catalonia as well.
So, it'll be interesting to see what happens, guys. So, let me do a poll, guys. Which title race is better, guys?
La Liga or the Premier League?
I'm not going to put Premier League. Let's go read your guys' comments.
I heard people say it's competitive. What do you mean?
Atletico ball this, bro. It was not a matter of it. It was a matter of when Atletico Madrid were going to mess up. I mean, they're still in this, Bouquet. They're still in this.
It's a bit early to say.
Yeah,
guys, you know what this La Liga title race is? I think all these teams. I don't think all these teams are consistent. It's so tough.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're all inconsistent.
Except Barcelona at the moment, but I mean,
Barca still have
we'll see what happens next week when they play Atleti.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. I think if Barca beats Atleti, that's gonna be huge. That's gonna be massive. Because guys, you know the crazy thing is we're already top of La Liga without even playing our game in hand. So that's crazy.
But Barcelona didn't even play a game, and they're still top. And they could easily win second.
Yeah, Villarreal. Arsenal and Purdue, yo. Valencia will survive. Fudge Valencia. I think Valencia will survive. Lol. Sorry for the bad word, lol. Atletico bottled. But Atletico still unbeaten at home La Liga. That is true. That is true. They're the only team in La Liga that's unbeaten at home, which is crazy. So, why they part the bus? I don't know. They're going to blame Paris on a red card. Because I feel like Atletico Madrid will beat Real Madrid, especially since the Metropolitan UCL. We'll see. Don't care.
We'll see.
I just want a good team in that one, honestly. That's what I want.
Teams have been scoring bangers against us lately. That's true. Yeah, I guess you could say the second half was bad. We haven't destroyed Valcon since 10-2. Well, traumatized them now since a real pain in the butt. Football start draw points though. Nico was never really that good, honestly. I agree. I don't know why Liverpool wanted Nico Williams. Well, Brazil sent me Anthony for World Cup 2026. Well, speaking of Anthony, guys, Brazil actually didn't call out for the World Cup squad, which is surprising. So
yeah,
Real Betis are so good, I'm not gonna lie. They see improve with Anthony on board. Yes, they have. Now UCL is too far. Maybe UCL is possible. Yeah, I think UCL is a bit of a stretch, but Europa League is definitely possible.
I mean, we'll see, because I don't think Villarreal are like a God-given team. So
well, let's put it this way. I think fourth is gonna be maybe they could get fifth. Maybe they fifth is possible, but fourth is maybe a bit too much. But fifth is definitely possible. Base improvement Isco got back, but yeah, Anthony the GOAT. Yep. I wonder where all the hairs are. Still see their crap this season. Anthony, Anthony was bad at United. He needs to leave. And I'm sorry, that guy, Steve, he couldn't stay at United. He couldn't stay at United. After what he did, I'm not going to get into that stuff, but yeah, that guy couldn't stay. I'm not going to even refer to his name. Steve, please.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, let's not be.
I hope Atletico are not too gassed after Madrid. I hope Atletico are not too gassed after Madrid derby. Let's see, because need them to help us out. They will help you out. They'll expose y'all. Yeah, I think it means like adding a La Liga game. I think it means a La Liga game. But yeah, anyways, we'll see what happens, guys. Let's move on. So, guys, let's move on to Serie A, guys. Actually, you know what? Let's save Serie A for last. Let's talk about Bundesliga, guys. Because, guys, the Bundesliga this weekend, guys, was crazy. Have you guys seen what happened to Bundesliga this weekend, guys? Because, guys, look what just happened, guys. The top three teams all
no.
Wait. The big teams in Germany.
Mainz. All except Mainz.
Wow.
Because Mainz actually has some standards now.
Dang.
Mainz are third.
So, guys, would you believe this, guys? Not a single team won at home. Not a single team won at home, guys. Guys, is this crazy? That is shocking. You know, it's also more interesting, guys. This is the first time since 06-07, since Bayern Munich, Bayern Leverkusen, and Borussia Dortmund all lost at the same day.
At home.
At home as well. Wow, this is crazy. So, yeah, Gladbach, man, Mainz gets a big 3-1 win on the road, guys. And Mainz are looking good, guys. They can maybe get Champions League football, guys.
I think
maybe get Champions League football.
Wait, what? Son, where did they come from?
They're third. They're third in the Bundesliga, guys.
They kind of came out of nowhere. Like, they kind of appeared out of nowhere.
I mean, they've always, like, throughout the season, Mainz have always looked good and decent. It's just more of, like, can they have a consistent run of results? Obviously, last 4 games, 4 wins. And that was more than enough to overtake Eintracht Frankfurt, who at one point were, like, you know, everyone's favorite team for, like, 2 months. But, I mean,
Eintracht Frankfurt are going to suffer from Marmouche leaving.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, they will.
I think the big game next week is actually Mainz against Freiburg. That is actually that's a Champions League battle.
Guys, would you say Mainz are like not enforced?
They're less of a non-enforced because Forest spent I don't mind saying a fuck ton of money. So how's Forest underdog? They have 2 Champions Leagues on their name.
Yeah, Forest spent so much. Who's Mainz?
Yeah, Mainz.
Yeah,
Mainz are like, I don't know, like they're a mid-table-ish type of team. They're doing what Stuttgart did last season, practically.
Yeah, that's true, man. So Mainz, man, it would be nice to have them in the Champions League. Because when was the last time they were in the Champions League, guys? I don't remember.
Never,
I don't think they've ever been.
Wait, they've never been in the Champions League?
I think
never.
or
Actually,
maybe like
let me
I
actually,
can't remember.
let me
definitely
actually
not in
Google
the
this.
last 20 years. I know that.
Let me
That's why
Google
I
this,
know.
guys.
Yeah.
So
maybe
the
50.
last time, guys, Mainz have never been in the Champions League. I just
Exactly.
searched it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mainz are probably the underdog store. Mainz or Freiburg are the two
Yeah,
underdogs.
Mainz. Wow, Mainz, man, looking good,
And the
guys. This is a
striker
really
that
big.
Mainz have, Bergkot, is probably having like a really good season. I think Bergkot and the opponent, Gladbach, that having
Yeah.
Kleindienst. I think those two strikers should be Germany's like what you call center forward options, Kleindienst and Jonathan Bergkot. But they're both really good this year.
Yeah, they're underrated as well.
Better than Havertz.
Yeah.
I'll say that. I'd say the two men up front, one from Gladbach, one from Mainz, should probably be the main starter for Germany in the next year or two.
Yeah, that's a big win for Mainz, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But look,
Yeah,
I'm
good
happy
win.
for Mainz, but hopefully Freiburg make it as well. But we'll see.
Yeah, Leverkusen 0, Werder Bremen 2, guys. Dang, Werder Bremen won away on the road, guys, against Leverkusen, guys, and it's a big win for Werder Bremen. And you know what the sad thing for Leverkusen is that this was a huge opportunity for them to capitalize, because obviously Bayern, we're gonna speak about them. They went out in
but
10
I
men.
think this honestly and ironically proves that this year Leverkusen don't have it in them. They just don't.
Yeah. They'll probably win
Do you think?
DFB.
They're probably gonna win the cup.
Yeah, but they would have to do probably.
Yeah.
They have to do a Liverpool Barca against Bayern, which I would love to see it, but yeah, this is actually for Werder.
Do you guys think
they've actually been on a losing streak,
Yes.
and they actually won? They've been on a losing streak for the Bremen.
Yeah. Do you guys think Leverkusen like gassed out after last season? Because I feel like they kind of are.
I mean, this is actually Leverkusen's first loss since match day 2.
Yeah, that's true. They don't really lose.
They've been unbeaten for what, 23 games, I believe, in the Bundesliga.
Yeah,
so
it's just the draws. The draws make it.
Yeah, it's been more of the draws that have killed their hopes. But I think Leverkusen are not missing out on Champions League football. I don't think they're that just because they lost to Werder or getting knocked out by Bayern
obviously.
on Tuesday or whatever. But yeah, this is not a great result for Leverkusen, especially losing at home. But technically, both of their losses this season have come from home.
Yeah, that's kind of weird, man.
Funny.
They're unbeaten on the road.
Yeah. Not in the Champions League, but yeah, this one, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy.
But good, very, very important result for Werder to finally at least get a win, because they've been losing like 3-4 games in a row before this game, so it's a good result.
Yeah, so Bayern, man,
What is happening here?
Yeah, this is a weird one. So their left back scored the brace. I think so. Okay, Bayern is looking good.
Well, left back saying he's playing as a 10.
Yeah, as a 10. That's true. Like, that's the weird thing is that, guys, Guerrero, man, scored the brace. And that Paulinho, man, obviously Bayern fans
Honestly,
are mad,
though,
because obviously,
let me
finish.
I mean, yeah, this is a okay. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Paulinho, man, obviously he missed that big. Guys, you guys remember? I forgot to mention this in my stream Wednesday. Bayern Munich had a big chance to make it 4-0, and the Paulinho. Like, do you guys see that? I remember the Musial made a really good pass, and Paulinho missed the open net. Like, that was crazy. And now Paulinho costed them with a stupid red card. That basically costed Bayern because Gnabry missed the penalty. And yeah, to not beat Bochum at home is bad. But here's the thing for Bayern Munich, man. Leverkusen lost, so it's still good for them. They make up for it. It doesn't matter, basically.
This is probably the best loss that Bayern have had, because technically they lost, but they won. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, look at their lineup. Yeah, they rotated. Clearly, they don't even. I mean, it's whatever. Like, they Leverkusen lost, so they're like, you know what? It could be worse.
Yeah. And unless I would love to see like the Liverpool, Barcelona, and Leverkusen does the. I would love to see it. I don't think it will happen, though. I I hope it goes like 2-0 Leverkusen that second leg on Tuesday, but at least
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, for Bayern, look, not great. I mean, they had Harry Kane on the bench. They have Musiala on the bench. They had who else? Kimmich in the bench. They have Ulisse on the bench. Like, those are main starters for Bayern
Yeah.
in the Champions League game, and then get rested.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, I'm not even surprised that Bochum beat Bayern, because actually Bochum have a good, decent-ish record against Bayern. Because I remember a couple years back, Bochum, they beat Bayern like 4-2. Obviously, this time they beat them 3-2. So I'm not.
Oh yeah, last season. Oh yeah, I think last season they beat them as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. So look, Bochum actually has a good record against Bayern. So it's not. I mean, for the Prem merchants, they're surprised Jesus, I thought Bayern were amazing, but everyone that's not a Prem merchant knows that this is not really that of a surprising result. But yeah, this is actually a big win for Bochum, considering that they're getting a couple extra points, I believe, because of what happened against Union Berlin.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And for Bayern, man, this is the first home game they've lost in the Bundesliga for quite some time. So, yeah, I think the last time they lost at home was to Dortmund, I believe, last season. So, yeah, Bayern Munich, man, not great for them, but hey, at least at least the gap is still 8 points, so still in their hands.
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, if Leverkusen can't even capitalize on Bayern,
Yeah. And next game we got here is Dortmund 0, Augsburg 1. Dortmund, man, bro. I mean, what's up with Dortmund, man?
I think this further confirms for me that they're gonna lose to Lille.
Yeah.
Not Lille, bad, Lille.
Yeah, and so Dortmund, man, I mean, they only had one shot target at home, guys. The Dortmund are generally good at home, guys. And the fact that you can't even beat Augsburg at home is bad.
Augsburg aren't that bad. I think Augsburg's the other team that beat Bayern. So
yeah, that's true. But no, it was I think it was Mainz that beat them.
Yeah, it's one of the two. I mean, I get them mixed up, but yeah, it's not. I don't think it's that surprising that Dortmund lost. I mean, that happens like almost every other week. They would beat 6-0 and then lose to Augsburg at home. So it's probably not that surprising. And they play Leipzig next. Maybe they beat them, but it doesn't look. I don't think Dortmund are making Champions League, because it seems like the German clubs are not getting the 5th place spot. So I just think Dortmund are they're not inconsistent. They're just consistently shit this season.
Yeah,
fortunately,
pretty much.
Consistently shit.
Yes, I agree with that.
Because I love Dortmund.
Yeah,
what they did last year.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. Yeah, and then Holstein Kiel 2, Stuttgart 2. Holstein Kiel, good, a bit of a bad result for Stuttgart, and yeah, but at least they managed to rescue them a draw.
It's not. Yeah. It's. I think it's pronounced as Holstein Kiel.
Holstein Kiel, yeah. And yeah,
it's not. I think for both teams, not a good result, because obviously, Holstein, Kiel, obviously in a relegation battle, considering what Bochum did. So yeah, I think not a great result for either team for what they want to get by the end of the season. But yeah, it's going to be a long road for Holstein Kiel to avoid the drop, and Stuttgart to get Champions League now.
Yeah, for sure, man. Wolfsburg 1, St. Pauli 1. Yeah, it was a decent result, I suppose, for Wolfsburg. Not a great result, but at least they didn't lose the game. But yeah, not really much to say here. And St. Pauli got a draw on the road is pretty good. Freiburg 0, Leipzig 0. Yeah, Leipzig are falling apart, guys. They're not the same. And yeah, Leipzig, man, not looking great for them.
Freiburg are actually unbeaten in the last 7 games, I think.
Yeah, Freiburg looking good, guys.
This coming weekend's game between Mainz and Freiburg is a game to watch.
Massive.
That's a Champions League battle. Last season, that was
a Champions League match.
Mid-table.
Yeah, for sure, man. And then Union Yeah, then Union Berlin, man, they get a 2-0 win on the road against Frankfurt, and they actually did a comeback in this game, which was massive. And yeah, Frankfurt, man, are they kind of Frankfurt, man? This is bad form. 3 losses in a row now. Yeah, it's looking bad.
Bro. This is what I'm saying though. Why would you sell Marmoush mid-season, man? Come on, like you don't have to. Just go if you want to sell him. That bad. Just sell him.
Just sell the summer.
End of the season.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Guys, I think this.
I don't get why clubs do this. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just it just seems. Like, I don't get why clubs do this.
I think it's this.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, because guys, let me also you. This might cost Frankfurt Champions League qualification. This might.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah.
So we'll see though. We'll see because I think I agree. I think for me, guys, I think the top 2 is locked in. And guys, I think it's gonna be between Leipzig, Freiburg, Frankfurt, and Mainz. I think they're battling out for top 4.
Right.
I don't really trust. I don't really trust Wolfsburg, Stuttgart. They're too inconsistent, and Gladbach no, and Dortmund definitely not. So I think it's really between. What you guys agree with me is between these 4 teams: Mainz, Frankfurt, Freiburg, Leipzig.
Yeah, I think.
So. I would love to see Mainz and Freiburg get the top 4 together. That would be. But
I don't think both are going to get it.
I think
Frankfurt will still get. I think Frankfurt will still get. They'll still get. I think, but it'll be close.
Yeah,
it's gonna be close, guys. Yeah. All right, guys. Let's look at some comments. Where are? Yeah.
I don't mind Mainz.
League.
Might actually watch that game.
Leverkusen sold it. Crazy for real. League over. Yeah, league over. Next. Mainz like Nottingham Forest. Do you guys? I would like to see Mainz in the Champions League. They would get dogged.
Probably. But
hey,
being the Champions League, bro, being the Champions League. Yeah, bro. Low. At least qualify UCL is important. I want to see Freiburg Mainz both the UCL.
Oh, I would love
that. I would love that. Yeah.
Yeah, Leverkusen, man.
Nothing happened to Leverkusen. We're just back down to earth. Nothing happened to Leverkusen.
Guys, I forgot to mention the guys. Leverkusen, Florian Wirtz, I think he's out for the rest of the season. of the rest of the season.
Season finished. It's over.
That's bad. Yeah, that's probably another reason why Leverkusen is struggling because he's like because for me, guys, I'm gonna say this for now, guys. I think Wirtz is Leverkusen's best player.
Yeah.
So I think he's very
honestly though. I think Xabi Alonso kind of has to, now adapt without it. Although, I have a feeling Alonso's head might now be in Madrid. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah. What did Sheikh ever do to Xabi? Is Xabi Alonso? Yeah. Well, bro, Sheikh barely starts, man, and
why does he insist on playing without strikers? Can somebody explain to me
it's
what
just a
this
super sub. It's like him and Sorloth, man. Minutes.
I don't get what this tactic is this season of him playing without strikers. Like I'm unsure what the tactic is. I don't know.
Something Spanish, unfortunately.
Winter guy says low. Brown says La Liga. Boca are now gaining form. Dortmund shows experience for real. Neuer injured again, and young goalkeeper starting only playing second goalkeeper game. Yeah, that's true. I think Neuer's gonna be back the end of April. End of March. Yeah, we gotta go, man. Wanted to cook. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Peace. I feel like Stuttgart won't get UCL, but they could get UEL Conference League. Yeah,
they can. Yeah, they can.
I mean, they're still
all right. And now for the final league. Guys.
We're not doing Liga?
The most interesting. Guys, the most interesting league in the world, guys. It is the Serie A. For me, this is the league that I've been most interested in this season. And I'm even saying it's a La Liga fan. Which is interesting.
They're both better than the fan.
Yeah, let's agree with that. So, guys, round 28, guys. So let's start with the first game. We got Cagliari 1, Genoa 1. Decent result, I suppose. Not really anything to write home about.
Genoa under Patrick Vieira have actually been very difficult to beat.
Yeah.
So far. We struggled against them a lot at home.
It's true. Como 1, Venezia 1. Good point there for Como at home. And great point for Venezia, man. I think Como honestly should have won, but it is what it is.
No, they should have.
Yeah, it's looking bad, but just show you guys the stats here. Particular. Yeah, Como. I'm surprised they didn't win. We had so many chances. Anyways, next game we got here, guys. It is Parma 2, Torino 2. Man, Parma, man. Torino, man.
But here's the thing with Parma, though. It's just Parma in a nutshell. It's like Parma, I want to say Parma, the way they play, they really play above their level. It's just they lack the quality to actually, be able to produce the results consistently. I really hope they don't go down though. I still think they won't. I still have a feeling they won't, but it's gonna be hard. They need to stop conceding so many goals. It's
oh yeah. Like Suzuki's okay, but it's not amazing.
It's fine, but defense, Del Prato's an all right defender. Besides that, it's kind of, as for Torino are like a complete, like Torino for me, they're just being Torino this season. Like nothing really. It's just
they're the Osasuna, they're the Crystal Palace of
pretty much.
Yeah. Legend, man.
Don't let this comeback fool you from the fact that Milan were absolutely diabolical this game. Like an own goal and a penalty saved them.
Yeah, and bro, Pulisic, man. Guys, I'm talking about Pulisic's carrying this Milan team. Like without Pulisic, oh my
Jesus. It's Pulisic and it's Reinders, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I guess Leao.
Who I think signed a new contract as well.
Yeah. Reinders,
Pulisic. Man, Pulisic has been so good, bro, for Milan because, bro, I mean, this
Walker is finished, by the way. It's time to say it. Walker is washed now. Yeah, like he's washed.
Yeah, Walker.
Yeah.
And for Milan as a set, man, this is so embarrassing, man. Thank goodness they won this game because had they have not won, oh my jeez, it would have been so bad. I mean, it's so bad to be fair, but
by the way, Conceição's still gonna leave at the end of the season. I think it's fair to say he's gonna go. Like he's not staying.
Yeah,
they're gonna sack him.
Yeah, I agree. But let's see what happens there. But yeah, craziness, man. And Milan, man, they win. And you know what's really interesting, guys? Both Milan clubs had to battle from 2-0 down. I want to actually hear from Doodle first for this one. So Doodle, man.
Oh my days.
Where you were?
The first half, it was disgusting football from Inter. Absolutely diabolical. I don't know. I could not believe what I was watching. Like Martinez had a poor game. Pavard had a poor game. De Vrij was pretty bad. I don't think Acerbi played well. Mkhitaryan was horrible, I think. And I mean, overall. But then we turned it around. And we probably should have won 4-2, but Thuram, what the hell are you doing, bro? The miss that Thuram had was, I don't even know. But like, Zielinski's injured. 3 minutes on, he comes on the pitch for 3 minutes and he's injured. He's already injured. Augusto is back. At least we have some players back, but now again another injury. Bisek made an impact, but the other thing is this is Monza, and you like struggling at home against Monza, last place, and they're gonna get relegated, and like. I don't know. It was pretty bad. The performance was bad. I'm not, but that's been Inter this season in a nutshell. It's that Hakan was a great goal. But you know what? We made a turnaround. So I guess for that, I'm going to applaud us. But if you think the turnaround's not going to fool me, it was a pretty bad performance. And yeah, got to do better.
Yeah. Especially on.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. But at least you won, man. At least you won.
Mm-hmm.
Happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellas Verona 1, Bologna 2. Bologna, man, gets a win on the road to keep their hopes of maybe Champions League alive, guys. Because, guys, Bologna, look at how many points they're off. They're only 2 points off.
We talk about Aston Villa having a bit of a fall-off. We talk about Girona having a bit of a fall-off. We even talk about Brest, maybe, and, some Stuttgart. Bologna have honestly kept have actually maintained a respectable level for their standings.
And likely could win a cup.
Maybe.
I hope they do.
So,
but Bologna, out of those teams I mentioned, I think Bologna have actually maintained a fair, respectable level, and I think they can still get Champions League. I don't think they will, but European competition, probably, yeah.
Even if they don't finish in a European spot, they can still win the cup.
Yeah,
these guys,
Napoli, man, they finally win a game. Man.
Yeah,
Napoli. Lukaku, man. I mean, Napoli were fantastic in this game. Honestly, the fact they only won 2-1 is crazy. They should have won this game.
They should have won by more.
Yeah.
Yeah, De Gea, man. What do we say, Man United, man? Do you want him back over Onana?
Running it back. Man, no.
To be honest,
he's insane, man.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not going to come back. He got disrespected, so he's not going to come back, obviously. But yeah, I mean, Napoli, man, big win for them at home, guys. Lukaku, Raspadori got the goals. And for Napoli, man, are they back, guys, or just one game?
They've always the inconsistency. You knew Conte was going to do something. So
yeah, they've They were never like, oh, are they? Is this a blip? No. If you look at what Napoli's upcoming games are, after I think probably now, they actually have a very favorable run of games Napoli till now at the end of the season. So
it's.
I think
And that's what worries me. You know what?
Yeah.
No, it's not just that worries me.
when
Unironically, Milan is the easiest game on there. Unironically.
That's crazy to say.
looking at the pictures, they'll probably beat Venezia. Of course, they're beating Milan. Of course,
They can drop points against Bologna. I see them dropping points.
Okay, Bologna might be tricky.
Monza, Torino.
Yeah, they should win those.
Yeah, so I think it's like if you remember Napoli.
They have a very good run.
December, they were also in a bad run of form, and then they won games like 5 something in a row, and then obviously they, before this win, 5 games winless, obviously, and all that, and now they're picking up wins, or a win now. So I think then it's not like, oh, this will be a blip, and then they'll lose to Venezia. It would be funny if they did, but
no, they have a very good schedule, and it's not even just that.
Yeah.
Napoli have 10 games left in the season. 10. Inter could be hitting 20.
Yeah.
Depends on how far we're going. Champions League, we still Coppa Italia. Inter's depth is going to be tested.
And Inter still has to play Atalanta.
Look at how many games we got. Atalanta next. We're going to talk about them.
Yes.
And
then we got Milan. I mean, Milan, I said about Milan, I clown them right now, but it's a derby. Milan, there's that. Parma away, Bologna away. Bologna away for me. I'm already preparing for drop points. It feels like we still got. I mean, Roma at home. We should.
Lazio.
I mean, you destroyed Lazio, but
Torino away is tricky. Torino away is very tricky.
Guys, Roma could also be tough.
Roma as well.
Could also be tough. Yeah, Roma potentially. Yeah, Roma could also be tough too.
Yeah,
could.
Especially
I think Inter definitely have the harder set of games compared to.
And also the fact that we have a busiest schedule. So
yeah, and Empoli nil. Yeah, Roma won, man. Roma man.
After a minute.
Yeah, Claudio Ranieri, man. What a job he's done. He's come in Roma mid-season. He's got them to playing at the level they should be. And basically, it makes me wonder, what if Ranieri started at the beginning of the season? What Roma could have done? Because, guys, Roma really turned this around, guys. They're really good run of form.
Form since the new year.
Yeah. Yeah, look at this, guys.
They have been the laughing stock of Serie A most of the season. But they've turned around. And now they can even be raced for top 4.
Yes. So it's a big, and also, guys, Roma beat one of the favorites in the Europa League 2-1. The first leg. I mean, obviously, the second leg is still to be played, but this could be a big season for Roma. Yeah. But yeah, this is a big season for Roma, man. Claudio Ranieri, man. We have to give a round of applause for what he's doing.
I have to be honest. Roma are that kind of a club. Roma have always been a feelings club. Roma have always been a vibes club in terms of like when their players are happy, when everyone is happy at the club, that's when they do the best. When there's chaos, when there's uncertainty, that's when they struggle.
So you're saying they're very Jekyll and Hyde team. Like they're really, really good or really, really bad. There's nothing in between.
That's how Roma are. That's how Roma are.
Yeah, I think you're right when saying that, man. So Claudio Ranieri, man, what a job he's done with Roma, and guys, Roma, man, looking good, man. Sule with the goal there, opening first win of the game.
Sule's turning it around. I still think he's in the season, but he's beginning to turn it around.
Yeah, and the guys, the final.
We've been waiting for this.
Oh my jeez, guys, I cannot believe this occurred. Okay, let me just start with.
I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me read out the stat. Can I read out the stat?
Okay.
Like first stat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you just how shocking this is. Juventus lost a home Serie A match with a margin of at least 4 goals for the first time since October 22nd, 1967, against Torino. 1967. I'm repeating that. That is 58 years ago. 58 years.
Wow.
So Thiago Motta just broke a history. They just created history, just not for the right reasons.
Yeah, bro. I mean, look at these stats right here, guys. Juventus had 2 shots on target with 63%.
They had no shot on target until the 80th minute, by the way. And like 90th. Like, they had no shot.
Bro, this is horrendous, man. And Atalanta, guys, this feels like a home game for Atalanta. Like, and honestly, it felt like Atalanta were at home. It didn't feel like an away game.
No.
Like,
You would think they were home. I mean, literally at 3-0, Juventus fans begin walking out of the stadium.
Oh, and guys, remember, guys, let's say Atalanta team got smoked by Club Brugge 3 weeks ago. Like, remember that, guys.
This team is so weird. This team, I don't get this team, man. I don't get this team. Like,
Juventus, man.
Lloyd
Guys,
Kelly,
I remember last weekend.
Lloyd Kelly, generally people are saying Lloyd Kelly might be one of the worst Serie A footballers of all time.
You know what? I love Juventus Football Club.
Actually, I love garbage.
Look, black and white stripes. Thank God.
Lloyd Kelly, bro,
so happy he left.
Actually the worst defender I've ever seen playing Serie A.
Oh my God. That's ridiculous.
Guys, Lloyd Kelly started one game for Newcastle United, and we lost to West Ham United at home. That was his only start for Newcastle United.
It was awful, right? That game also.
Of course, we lost. It's so funny again, 20 million. I love Juventus.
Juventus signs, man. Coop Miners, man. What's up with Coop Miners? What is up with Coop Miners? And then Douglas Luiz. Man, these two players have been flops for Juventus this season. And Juventus, man, Bremer, man, they're better. The Bremer basically carries the backline because without Bremer, oh my geez, Juventus backline looks horrendous.
Honestly, though, I'm gonna be real. Though. Juventus fans, we were talking about the title race. I think it's fair to say it's now back to reality. Right?
Yeah.
You're not closer to
8 points.
And by the way, Lazio win tomorrow. They go above Juve.
Oh my jeez, Juventus, man, guys! I can't believe Juventus lost 4-0 at home to Atalanta, guys. Guys, when was the last time Atalanta won away at Juventus? Last time was in 2021. 2021.
Really? Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm thinking though. You know what's crazy for me? Juve. You know what this reminds me of? You know what this actually reminds me of? Juve went like a consecutive games winning, right, in Serie A. And they got smacked back on the 4-0. A few years ago, Juve went on like a great run, consecutive. Well, great one, I say mostly 1-0 wins and, sometimes 2-0 wins. And then they lost to Napoli 5-1. So it kind of feels, this is worse. Because Napoli 5-1, at least that was against the Napoli team that won the Scudetto, and it was in Naples. This is against an Atalanta team that just lost against Club Brugge. And you lose at home 4-0. This is arguably Juve's. This is humiliation. This is one of the worst Juventus displays I've seen in my life. It's one of the worst. It's generally awful, man. This for me, I think this defines and honestly, this is their second loss. But bro, I think for me, Juve season now, it's gonna go only one way and one way only. It's gonna go down. You don't just randomly, move on from a 4-0 home defeat, bro. This is going to crumble. And they got hard games coming up, by the way. They still got to go to Roma away. They're going to Fiorentina away.
Oh, man.
Look at this. They got Fiorentina away. They got Roma away. Parma away. Bologna away. And Lazio away.
Yeah, Juventus, man. I don't... Yeah, 10. So, 10, I need you to explain this to me. You actually called that Juventus is going to be... You are one of these Juventus hype merchants to begin the season. I need you to explain to me what's going on.
I think... Well, the good thing is I'm not a Juventus fan, like a genuine Juventus fan. I mean, we do wear the same black and white stripes. But, I mean, I did say they'll make the Champions League final, but lose to Inter. So... Look, I still have Inter winning the Champions League. That's still my pick. But, I think for Juventus this season, it would have been hilarious if they actually made it to the Champions League knockouts. They would have beaten Arsenal. But, I think it's more, I think now, I think I am going to go off the Juve hype chain if that's... But,
wait. So who do you call as winning Serie A? So you said Juventus will win Serie A, right?
Like right now or back long time ago?
Beginning of the season.
Beginning of the season, yeah. But if I want to say right now, of the teams of all, I still have a feeling Inter will win the Champions League, but not Serie A. I think it'll be likely Napoli, or you never know if this 4-0 helps Atalanta. But I think
Atalanta play us next week.
Oh, that's a massive game.
Yeah,
dude, are you worried for that game?
Honestly, our record against Atalanta is pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Not gonna take them lightly, but
Yeah,
I think we should get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juventus are so horrible. Atalanta's in the title race. No. Atalanta's not in the title race. They're not.
No.
I don't know 2 points behind, but
Maybe if they beat Inter, which is very rare because I saw the 4-1 a while back.
Oh my gosh, bro, that was like so many years ago. That was ages ago.
Okay, guys, I'll say this right now. Guys, if Atalanta beats Inter, then I'll put them in the title race. But if they don't, then
yeah.
no.
Oh, I would love to see by the end of next weekend that Inter, Napoli, and Atalanta are all on 61 points each.
Oh, that would be crazy.
That'd be
crazy.
That would be gold.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. How does Juventus defense allow back heel assist for Kolasinac? Yeah, that's actually sad. Back heel assist.
Well, that's what having Lloyd Kelly in defense does. Like, that's just...
Yeah, you very disgraceful. He says, gotta go, man. Wants to cook Juve low, but I'm going to say it's no longer a true believer in Mata. Well, but he shouldn't get all the blame. Oh, yeah, of course not. Like Mata has come into this team. Like, the most of blame should go to Juventus sport. Juventus sport have been so stupid the last couple of years. You know? So, like, basically, ever since the 2020s, guys, Juventus have been basically a laughingstock in Serie A.
Yeah. This is going to be, if you think about it, this is going to be probably going to be the fifth year where Juventus go without a title. That's half a decade.
Is this the longest? Is this the longest title drought?
No, I don't think it's their longest title drought. I don't think so. I would have to check. In modern era, it definitely is, but I don't think it's their ever.
No, modern era. Yeah. I think modern era might be.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I thought they were going to get I Parma got relegated.
I hope it's wrong.
Yeah, I hope
so. Here's my thing about relegation. I know we didn't really discuss it, but I can discuss it. Mons are pretty much as good as gone. They're pretty much as good as down.
Yeah, Mons are finished. I think Venezia are also finished.
Venezia need to convert those draws into wins. That's the thing. They need to convert those draws into wins. Same with Empoli. Lecce, Verona. This is a very, very close relegation battle. This is actually insanely close because even Como, for me, are still in the relegation battle. Genoa, no. Genoa are safe. Genoa are fine. But Genoa are never going to relegate anyone. Yeah. I didn't have them relegating either way. But but for me, but like Como's not exactly fully safe.
How did Milan almost sold them?
I think
Milan got lucky.
I'm gonna say I think that personally for me, I think Como's not gonna go down. It's hard for me to predict because Empoli have gone and this is actually the longest tenure of Empoli in Serie A because they've been relegated 8 times in Serie A, 8 times. But this is their longest stay here. So I don't know if they can pull it out again or not. Like last season, they beat Roma on final match, they pulled it out. I unfortunately, as much as I want Venezia to stay up, I actually predicted Monza to go down, but people had it as my wild card. I didn't think it would be this bad. Venezia for me, I think I had Udinese going down, which is a stinker. That's looking like a huge stinker right now. For me, Venezia, they're probably going to go down. Empoli, Parma, Lecce. Honestly, Verona have this tendency of just pulling the wins out of their ass. Like they just have this tendency late on. So I don't think they're going to go down. Lecce, Parma, Empoli for me, and Cagliari. Cagliari had Nicola, who's like a relegation specialist. So I don't even know, but for me, it's these 5 teams. It's Empoli, Parma, Lecce, Verona, and Cagliari for the final spot. Venezia could still, make a push, but it's going to be a bit hard for them, I think. But this is a big, big relegation battle. This is a very, very big one.
Yeah, Lazio should win tomorrow. So, anyways, I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Let's go look at Liga real quick, just for formality's sake. Yeah, just look at that real quick. Yeah, PSG 65 points, looking pretty good. 16 points gap as well. So just wait, it's the same gap as the EPL. Oh my jeez. Nah, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Wow.
Flirting versus harassment. Crazy.
Eredivisie, guys. Ajax is still on top, right? Yeah, 63.
Yes.
Dang, Ajax
Wait, what? No way. Ajax winning? What?
Yeah, Ajax, man. They're actually starting to pull this. Yeah, PSG, man. Are they actually going to crumble?
The 7-1. The
they're
7-1 is in their minds.
Yeah. The Super League, guys. The Turkish
Oh,
Super League, guys. 7 points. Yeah.
Yeah, Galatasaray are going to win.
With a game in hand, so.
Well, we actually very much have a game in hand. Well, maybe, but still, like, Galatasaray are my favorites. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream, guys. Remember, guys, to like and subscribe. We're going to be back here, guys, on Wednesday, guys. And remember, guys, because of the fact that the games are a 1 hour delay, we're going to have a streams a bit late. So it's going to be at 6 p.m. my time. So, yeah, I don't know. Actually, before we round off, guys, do you guys know why this happens? It's always around the second legs. They always do this. Second legs of the Champions League, round of 60, they always like do an hour later. Do you guys know why? Or I don't know.
No, I don't even know. I don't know.
Wait, let me check. I'm pretty sure it's the same time here in Europe, right? Yeah, it's still 9 o'clock kickoff here.
Oh, it is. Oh, well, to be fair, my time did just change today, so that might be why.
That's why. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still the same, like 9 o'clock here.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Remember guys to like and subscribe. And yeah, peace out. Before round up, guys. Okay, guys, before round up, I just had to ask you guys a question. Which league title race is the best? La Liga or Serie A? We have to make a decision.
La Liga, because there's three. Although, okay, I'm gonna say this. Actually, this would be pretty counterpoint for me, but if Atalanta beat us right next week, then we can have a real discussion. For now, it's a La Liga because 3 teams. Because I still think it's basically Napoli.
Actually, you know what? Even if Atalanta do win, do you really? I know in Atalanta they can beat you guys.
Well, I'm saying title race. I'm not saying who's gonna win, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. That's La Liga,
in my opinion.
I would say La Liga
because I do think the La Liga title race has higher quality teams. I'm sorry, I don't rate this.
And to be honest, literally it could be anyone. You wouldn't be surprised winning. Whereas like in Serie A, everyone's more likely picking Inter to win ultimately.
Yeah.
In La Liga, it could be any of the 3, and it would be like not even a surprise.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah. So guys, on the poll, guys. So most people are going with Serie A, man, which is interesting.
Really?
I'm actually surprised.
Kind of interesting. Yeah. Because I myself am saying La Liga, but okay.
Yeah. But actually, it's the Premier League most competitive.
See, actually, you're wrong. It's Ligue 1. Ligue 1's the most competitive.
What do you mean? The battle for 3rd place in the Prem is the most competitive it's ever been.
True.
Yeah. So, anyways, Anyway, guys, remember to like, subscribe. We got up to 10 likes, which is great. So, I think we'll wrap it up here, guys. So, I'll see you guys next time, guys, on Wednesday. Peace, man. Peace.
Hopefully, Newcastle win the Carabao Cup next week.